How to write a direct sales plan. So in this video, we're going to talk about just that. And there's two pieces, direct sales and the business plan, and when do you need it. So get a pen and paper. Let's begin. The three things specifically I'm going to talk about is, do you and when do you need a business plan at all? Do you need an entity? And how is the compensation going to work that you can get up and running fast? Because a lot of times direct sales takes a little minute. I want you making money now. So let's talk about the business plan, right? The business plan has 6 things. Right? There's 6 components of a business plan, and it follows along quite closely with what does it take to run a company. You need a marketing plan, you need sales, you need accounting, you need some fulfillment operations, like what are you going to sell, what's your revenue model, you need technology, you need a team. There's quite a bit to running a company. So I don't want you to get scared by that. And let me just kind of answer the question quickly. You only need the business plan when the IRS comes knocking. You also need a business plan to organize your team so it's a roadmap. So you can break the business plan down to scorecards and then into SOPs, and away you go. So that's for bigger companies. Let's just talk about you right now, sitting out there watching my YouTube channel saying, I just want to make some more money. What do I do? I want you to think about all the direct sales companies and maybe do a little search for them. In fact, if you go up to my search bar, I actually talked about beating inflation, which is the topic that I want you to search for, because right now direct sales companies is the only way I know to tell you or coach you on how to beat inflation. Why? Because they're price fixed. Why is that? Because their points and compensation systems are set. So for them to increase prices has to mean they have to change their entire technical infrastructure of how people get paid. So it's not going to happen. So if you want to keep buying wine at the same price, get into a direct sales company. By the way, I'm in a lot of these. I'm going to give you a link at the end if you want to jump onto some of my teams. I buy most of my home products this way. I mean, why go buy from Procter & Gamble and from Walmart and Target and all the, big boys who are up 20, 30, 40% in, costs when you can actually buy from yourself. So when you think about direct sales, also just think about what you like, right? Does skincare concern you? Anti-aging, lotions and potions, I call that wellness, companies. There's so many companies. Again, you can do real estate, you can do insurance products. There's so many industries that have moved their models. So what I love about direct sales companies is the strong survive. So if you're really good at it and you want to get out there and hustle, you're going to get paid the most. So I've always liked direct sales. I've been in direct sales for decades. So all that being said, how do you pick one? We have some experts that can help you out. But pick the stuff you like and do this. Just buy initial products. Just try a product. And this is also how I want you marketing to your customers. Just sell an initial $10 or $20, no free samples. Now you're going to actually have an offer. And then from that, you want to stay in touch with them and then move them specifically into their monthly subscription. Now, average monthly subscriptions of direct sales companies are between $80 and $120 a month. Once somebody is in by month 3 in a retention model, then move them into a distributor. Otherwise, you're moving people from an initial introduction into a distributorship, and they don't even know what the product is. And if they don't know, love, and trust the product, they're not going to stay on it. Now they have a spot in your downline that's void. That's a huge problem when it comes to your compensation models. So pick something that you love and let's get to it. Now, we have a process to do a lot of this marketing for you. See, the direct sales company is going to say, we built you a website and you go to our back end. You can, but here's the problem. They're going to see everything else they don't need to see. All you want, front facing in marketing first, right? Because that's what we're going to work on, is getting that lead. So you're going to be out social posting. Again, search in my bar about how to do a lot of this, because I have a lot of content on these conversations with you. But all you want to do is come up with one thing. You want to start talking about it. Put it in different social posts. Get people to buy one thing, $10, $20. And then from there, follow up with them, move them into a monthly subscription to your distributorship, which means you're going to have a front-facing website. It's going to be you, the expert in wellness, you, the expert in wine, you, the expert in whatever you're the expert in. And don't get all worried. We've actually set this up for you. So at the end of my video, I'm going to give you a done-for-you option where you just have to pick the product, tell us what it is, and away we go. And then you go out and do the social posts and you have links to send to. See, inside your company, you have marketing, right, where you've got to get out and got to get a lot of leads. You got to sell them, right, which means a lot of times you're going to have to pick up the phone. At the end of the video, I'm going to give you a second thing on that link, which are tickets to my marketplace. Come sell your stuff inside of our community. Somebody's probably going to want to buy it. And then you have to do some accounting, and then you have to do fulfillment, and then we actually have the team for you. So a lot of the planning is done, I just want you to pick. I want you to make money in direct sales. The business plan can wait as you get going. I think too many people put all of this stuff up in front of them and they don't get started. They think they have to do the plan first. They have to have their licenses first. They have to do all these things first. You don't do anything first but sell. Because why would you build a plan around something that either you don't want to sell, or actually as you get into it, you find it's hard to sell? So first I want you just selling something and being excited about it. Can you do that? Write in the comments below, and what are your ideas on what you would sell? While we're here, I want you to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button, and watch me 5 days a week. I need about 10 to 15 minutes of your time, 5 days a week, to help get you financially literate. Are you willing to do that? So let me tell you a story about some very, very successful women. They had a skincare line. They came to one of my 3 days to cash, and they were selling and selling, and they were selling the way that their upline told them to sell. I said, just sell one thing. What do you have for like 20, 25 bucks you could sell? And they had lipstick. I said, all right, we'll sell some lipsticks. And they sold some face cream, and they just sold a variety of things, but really low, like one item, just to try it. And then I said, and then in a few days, you're going to follow up and see if they want like the entire facial line. If they want more makeup, what do they want? And then you're gonna have that conversation with them. But get them on a monthly subscription. So now you can do month 1, month 2, month 3, then ask them to join the business. Then you can take them from your front-facing website to the back side of their website, because they're gonna need it now. Now they're a distributor, that website makes sense because it has their compensation modeling for them inside of it. So these women were amazing. And I teach the 12-4-5 model. They wanted to make $120,000 a year. Divide by 12 is $10,000 a month. Divide by 4, $2,500. Right? A week. Divide by 5 is $500 a day. So the model we came up with is that when they sold 2 lipsticks a day, that's $50 a day, and then followed with all prior buyers to get into the monthly subscriptions, they needed to sell 2 to 3 others into monthly subscriptions on their daily activity. So we designed a revenue producing day. So they got to $500 a day, consistently 5 days a week. See, for a lot of you, are you even open for business? Most of you are emotionally open. You work when you emotionally feel like it, but you're not open for business. Well, last I checked, when I show up to a store that I want to buy something from, they're open at least 8 to 5, 8 to 6, or even longer. So are you even open? I had to bring that up because a lot of you work at home and you actually aren't working. So one of the things we're going to do as we continue our relationship is we're going to design revenue producing days. And they're critical. All right, so we're going to leave that there for now. But I have to finish that story though. I ended up with this skincare line just teaching regional reps. This entire we called it the 2 lipsticks a day model. And many of those women became millionaires doing exactly the model I just taught you with discipline and consistency. And yes, let's go to the next piece of the conversation. They were incorporated. Every one of them had their own company, whether it was an S Corp, a C Corp, or an LLC. That was up to my team. They helped them decide that. And because they're a company, all the home parties and all the business trips and everything they did were 100% deductible. So absolutely, if you're going to start and make money, you do it inside a company. Now, compensation. So sometimes these direct sales companies take a little while. They take a minute, I call it, to get up to speed where you're actually getting some real checks. So this is where I want to add you, which is also why that front-facing website of you, the expert, being critical. So one of those women, they decided to go further. They signed up for an accessory line, a clothing line, and a jewelry line. So now their new title was an image consultant. So they would charge $5,000 for a 3-day experience to come into your closet, clean it out, take you for new hair, do their makeup, and do clothing and jewelry and all of it. So the $5,000 is 100% their money. And then they got all of the 4 other product lines through their direct sales companies. Phenomenal model. She's a millionaire. So compensation is going to be a variety of things. It's going to be some extra services you're going to package up around the products of the direct sales company. So if you're interested in number 1, beating inflation, I have a link below. I want you to be part of my team if that's interesting to you. But buy through direct sales companies to beat this inflation. It's going to be going on at least through 2023. So unless your income is going to go up 20, 30, 50, in some cases 100%, you have to buy in direct sales. So let me help you beat inflation. But the bigger gift I want to give you is I'd like to just do your marketing for you. We've just started doing this because I watched too many of you struggle. You know, we kind of came back inside to our team and said, why is this group of clients not getting successful? And it's because of the marketing. They don't know how to do a website. They don't know how to build the database. They don't know how to build the funnels and do the offers and then move it out to social media. So we have a done for you option. So I'm going to click on the link. You're going to go to a demo. So you're going to listen to a recording with my team on how we can help you do that. And then we're going to follow up We'll get that done like this. You'll be up and making money right away. Let's talk tomorrow.